Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and taking care of yourself in this COVID-19 lockdown. You are washing your hands regularly, keeping yourself sanitized, having healthy food. Definitely, that is a mandatory thing because it is a well said thing. Health is wealth. So until unless you are not healthy, you are not feeling well physically and mentally, there's no use of other materialistic thing. You must be learning your other subjects and waiting for computer science. So today I am Pramila, your computer teacher, going to start your chapter number 1, knowing computer system. And for that you must be aware about the computer system because we have already learned these concepts in class 3 also. To recapitulate this topic, I want to tell you again that computer is an electronic and electrical device that is used to process your data and gives output. To get new terms, the new terminologies, you are going to learn this chapter. I will share the PDF as well as, but we are going to have a look on the screen. So have a look on the chapter number 1, knowing computer system. In chapter 1, knowing computer system, we are going to learn about what is computer, what are the hardwares and softwares, input and process output, knowing input devices, output devices and processing devices. After that, memory, 2 parts, primary memory and secondary memory. Dear all, as I have shared this picture to you and it's a desktop computer in front of you. Yes, you have already seen this computer in your computer lab and you all are aware about computer, that computer is an electronic device. It's a very powerful tool because nowadays we cannot live without computer. Say computer, it's not just a calculator but it does multiple tasks. So it allows user to generate number of information quickly and very informative way. So here we are going to tell you about some major 5 operations that are used in computers. The first thing that what we can do with the help of computer takes input. It can take input. Then after taking input, it stores the data in memory. Yes. And third thing what it does, it processes on that data. After processing, it generates the output and control all the above steps that we discuss. Means from taking input to giving output, it processes all the things in a better way. After knowing about computer system, we should have a look on the main 2 parts of computer that are hardware and software. Dear all, you must be aware because in 3rd class also we learn about hardware and software. What are hardwares? Hardwares are the physical component of a computer. Physical means you can touch those components, you can see those components, feel those components. As I'm using my laptop over here, you can see the screen. See, I can touch the key. And softwares are the parts that you cannot touch. These are the set of instructions that work to control your hardware or the computer system. So basically 4 types of hardwares are there: input device, processing device, output device and storage device. Whereas software are mainly 2 types: system software and application software. Hence we learn about computer, the different function of computer, parts of computer Now the IPO cycle. As we can see over here, IPO cycle, that is input, process, output. You know student, when you take input, you use input devices. For example, keyboard, mouse, and when your input is here, you need to process that. What is the part of computer that process your input? That is CPU. This is the CPU box we are having, and you all know we have a small CPU chip inside this box that work as processor, that is known as processor. So CPU process the input, and after processing, after working, what we get? We receive result, and result through the output device. So input, process, and output. Output you will get from the printer, from speakers, from the monitor. So hence you learn the input, output, and processing device. Now after learning IPO cycle, you will get to know individual part, input devices, then process devices, output devices, and next we are going to learn about storage devices. Input devices. As you can see on the screen, input devices are keyboard, mouse, scanner, light pen, microphone, touch screen, and web camera. So these are the input device that we are going to use. Dear students, as I told you, I will share this PDF to you. You can go through and read all the terms given over here. Keyboard, as it is given, a standard keyboard contains 104 keys, and it is used mainly in your microcomputers, that is your desktop and laptop. Mouse is a pointing device that is used to command or select any item on the screen. There are two types of mouse. One is your wired mouse and another is wireless mouse. You must have used wired mouse in your computer lab, and the wireless mouse is that mouse without its wire, means without wire we can use, what we use instead of wire? It use radio frequency to send and receive signal from the computer. And your wired mouse, a wire is attached with it. Scanner is a device that is used to read the content from the hard copy and give it as an input to the computer system. So scanner are the device used to read or copy the printed text, graphic pictures, and directly give this data to the computer. Light pen is kind of electronic pen, and it is attached to the computer. With the help of this pen you can write on your screen. As you can see the picture, he is using pen on the screen to directly write something. Next one is microphone. Microphone is it's a kind of mic that you use. Most of the student you are using at home while you are having a video conferencing or you are talking to someone else. So microphone, it's used to record the voice and your music sound and send it to the computer system. You know very well, nowadays smartphone you are using or tablets you are using, those have a touch screen display. It's very sensitive, and when you touch it interacts with the computer and you can select the picture or you can draw the things or type letters with the help of that. And the last one is web camera. Web camera, as on laptops it's inbuilt web camera, and on desktop you can attach a web camera with that USB port and it will be able to capture your screen on your computer. That's it, student. Read the PDF thoroughly and go through the things. I will give some next concept in the new video. So till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.